to the Week 10 review of the Fantasy Baseball League.
Celebrating LeBron James his leg.
Oh, you don't think it's a legacy still? It's been in 8 straight finals.
That's awesome.
Hey, 8 straight is still 8 straight.
8 straight is an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting swept in the finals is also an accomplishment.
And where do you think he's going to go?
Where do I think he's going to go?
The correct answer is... I think he's going to LA with Chris Paul.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
Be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. I could see him. Okay, how about this? If he was, and this is a baseball video, but
Yeah.
Okay, let's say East Coast wise.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any? I can't. Everybody keeps saying Philly. I don't think there's any chance Philly wastes money on him
I don't think so either.
with the young talent that they have. Is there a dark horse in the East? Like, if I'm LeBron, I've done it all. I'm going to throw out a team, a wild card team, and I have no actual inside information on this. What about a team like Toronto?
It all depends if you want to be in Canada that much. Because that is a personal opinion. You know what I mean? That's a personal preference with players. Like some people just don't like the travel, getting in and out, and all that stuff.
True.
But I mean, it's not a bad idea. But I just don't know if it's something he'd do or not.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
So your prediction is the Los Angeles Lakers.
I think apparently Chris Paul and him they're really tight knit.
Right.
And that's why. They
can't
always
believe
wanted to
Paul-
play together, and that's how they could do it.
So then my question is Paul George going there?
Right. That would be the third guy.
Can they afford all that?
Well, they have to do all kinds of things, and
Right.
yeah, I'm not. That's why it's. I'm just saying if
Interesting.
there was, because obviously the easiest place would be Houston, to just go to Houston, but apparently Houston's got to do a million things in order to take
Well, they
him
got
in.
they got to free up some space.
Right, and then when they do that, then it's going to be like, yeah, you have 3 players, but then the rest of the team's pretty junk, you know.
Right. Now, did you read the article about the Draymond Green thing?
Yes. Basically, what it just means is that there's only one more year of Draymond Green.
Well, no. I'm talking about that he basically is taking credit for the Kevin Durant signing.
Oh.
Did you read that article?
No, I did not. I did not see that. What did he do? Did he go and recruit him or something?
No, he planned this cap-wise 2 years ago.
Oh,
When
yeah,
his
he
salary-
took a pay cut. Sort of.
Right, but he did it specifically knowing how much money they would need to offer Durant
Oh.
for when he became a free agent.
Hmm.
And the front office for the Warriors has confirmed this story that
Huh.
he went to them and said,
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
But yet, people still think he's like the biggest jerk in the world. It's
He
funny.
is.
Well, I'm just saying. It's
But
pretty.
he's
not many guys would do that.
Right, he's it's very simple. He's this. He's a guy that when he's on your team,
Yeah.
you love him,
Right.
but you don't want to play against him.
Right.
That's all it is. But that's enough basketball.
Oh yeah. Sorry. That was our
Sorry, we want to make sure, because we have our LeBron's lover over here. I wanted to make sure that he got his time in.
Okay.
Anything
right.
exciting for your matchups that you're going to cover?
No, I mean, we should start off by saying that the commish is a liar. He said that he was going to have things for this video and does not.
Sorry, I went to Canada.
Yeah.
For 3 days and did not have time to put any work into it. So I will have it, and I think it'll be a little bit more accurate after this week, getting 11 weeks in.
10 weeks in.
No, because after this week will be week
Oh,
11.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And I'll have it then for the next video.
Okay. All right. Well, the first matchup, Bear Bashers with the 9-6 win over 5 Swords. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like Roto, it was sort of both were middle of the pack. Is that correct?
Middle of the pack, we mean the bottom middle of the pack?
I don't know, like 6, 7, 8?
How about 6 and 9?
6 and 9. So what? Bear Bashers 6, 5 Swords 9?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it was a 9-6 win, so that's pretty accurate. Anything glaring here? Not really. Just it was sort of a ho-hum matchup.
When you played the matchup, what did you think? Did it seem like Five Swords has an urgency to get back into the playoffs, or is he just kind of...
He's playing for now. which I don't understand, but that's what he's doing. He's trying.
Can you be more specific with playing for now? What types of things happened in your matchup that made you come to that conclusion?
It's more of, would Murphy be a catcher that you would want on a team that's...
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff. Those are the guys that he's picking up that are hot now, and that's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But if you're trying to rebuild, no. And that's like, I don't know. I don't think you can do both. I don't think you can if you're him. I think certain rosters could.
Right.
But the way his roster is constructed, I think he needs to blow it up. But it's up to him to do it. I mean, especially now that Ohtani's probably done.
Blow it up.
That's it. It's even going to be worse, don't you think?
I think Ohtani only really affected his pitching. I mean, he wasn't playing every day as a hitter, so. And
I do want to talk about one guy who I just think is so overrated.
Okay.
It's not I'm not saying he shouldn't own him, because he definitely should. I mean, he is an up and coming budding star, but he gets way too much credit. It's Carlos Martinez. That guy will have 5 or 6 starts where he looks like he is a Cy Young, and then he can't throw a strike. Have you ever seen anything like this? Because this guy does this constantly. Do you know what I'm talking about? He does. He'll have a start where he walks 7 or 8 out of like nowhere.
I don't know if I would have classified it as he 5 or 6, and then what normally I recall from Carlos Martinez statistically is he does a good first half and fades in the second half with his control issues.
Yeah, but it's overall, it's his control issues is what gets him in pro. He doesn't get hit.
No.
Nobody hits him. It's just that sometimes he can't throw a strike and hit. Like I watched him walk the pitcher batting number 8 and then the number 9 hitter going into the top of the order. Like it was
just setting yourself up.
Exactly. It's like, anyway.
I mean, I do see some categories were close.
Oh yeah. As far as the categories go, I'm not, dismissing 5 swords. I mean, the reason why I lost ERA and WHIP was probably because Carlos Martinez got lit up. So, yeah.
Why he lost ERA and WHIP?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. So.
I mean, because you had a 3.52 ERA, which is not that.
No, but my WHIP was 113. Usually, if you have a WHIP that's that low, the ERA is lower. It's one of those weird things.
It's middle of the pack WHIP this week, so yeah.
What? 113 is a middle of the pack WHIP?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, everybody's pitching staff was just that amazing.
There's some .09s.
Jeez.
There's a .94.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pay attention to the rest of the league.
Why do I need to? All right. Next matchup.
Just remember, it gets lonely at the top.
Alaska Glaciers with the 9-8 win over Team V.
Correct, and this will go against the Roto stats, as this was the number 4 Roto team losing to the number 5 Roto team. But the scores were close. So.
Yeah. Although, boy, that offense doesn't save number 4 Roto. Good Lord.
No. I had the 3rd worst offense for the week.
I am currently playing you right now, and I believe all of your offensive categories are better than what you had the entire week of last week.
There's no consistency to Team V's offense. There is no. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time. Well, I hit 244, but I can't say couldn't tell you the last time I hit 244 because I probably did it last week. But there's just no consistency in the offensive players that I've assembled for this year. Mm-hmm. So it is hurting me offensively. Pitching wise, number 2 pitching staff for the week. So that's where I got most of my points.
Yeah, that again, another interesting WHIP and ERA. With a 101 WHIP, you should probably have an ERA that's lower than 327.
You would think.
Yes, you would.
It would be my bullpen guys getting up.
Bullpens.
Right.
Yep. Got to have those bullpens. As far as Alaska Glaciers, basically Paul Goldschmidt just went off on you, right?
Yeah.
He was like, "How dare you trade me?
How dare you trade me for 2 guys that you can't even use right now? For 2 guys on the DL." Yes. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good job.
Right.
As I've made my statement in the text thread, I'm just trying to do a better job of keeping the league more competitive this year. I've let Paul Goldschmidt go. I've let Tommy Pham go.
Tommy Pham's not.
I let Haniger go.
Yeah, Haniger was.
I let Escobar go, who we hear about every day.
I guess Escobar is really streaky though. So
I know.
he'll enjoy it while it lasts. All right, Next, Team Jobu, 11-5.
Which is
over
interesting
All
considering the
Rise.
talk was he wasn't going to be doing anything with his lineup.
He didn't need to.
Correct. He played the number 10 Roto
Yeah.
team, so.
Yeah.
But
And-
Team Jobu did put up number 3 stats.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 Roto team against number 10, which should equal a blowout.
Well, it's interesting because I think what happened is that because Team Jobu wasn't streaming, he had better pitching stats than he usually did. Because look at that, 68 innings. That tells me he wasn't streaming.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
So, and maybe it was just because he thought he didn't have to, but I think it was just because he was too busy and didn't even know what was going on. So,
We'll never know the truth.
yeah. But I bet you if he would have picked up some more guys, he would have lost a couple more pitching categories.
Well, yeah, I was going to say because his Roto pitching is not.
Wasn't great.
No, he's third from the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. And as far
But
as
number 1 in strikeouts and saves.
Mhm. And as far as All Rise go, that he had another bad offensive week, the 247 batting average. I mean, that would have been a little bit higher than Team V last week, but
Yes, he was 0.5 Roto stat points ahead of me
Yeah.
for the week. So slightly better than my awful offense.
Yeah.
And pitching wise, he was the worst pitching
one.
staff
Yeah.
by far.
yeah. So, yeah, I still think that's going to be All Rise's Achilles heel is the pitching. I feel like his pitching is overall the worst.
When we get to the power rankings, I'll give you my opinion on what I foresee is happening now. Because I think it's over for some people, honestly.
Oh, wow. The season. For the season. So, this was the most interesting matchup of the week. Zips with the...
Interesting as far as the result or
Yeah,
the
well,
score?
Both. I mean, I wouldn't have been shocked that Zips beat Ben's Champions, but nobody would have said that Ben's Champions loses 15-2.
Number 1 Roto team in Zips versus the number 8 Roto team, so that should produce a
Right.
blowout.
If Ben's Champions has a week where he hits 202, he is in all kinds of trouble. Like, that cannot happen for him.
Second worst offense of the week,
Yeah.
Ben's Champions.
Mm-hmm.
But pitching was
Yeah, his pitching wasn't terrible. Honestly, I mean, he had a whip of 103 and an ERA of 309. That's pretty decent.
But those were also 2 of his highest calibers. Stuff.
Right, but and there again, though, you have no bullpen, so you're punting saves and holds.
Correct.
So it's all about his offense. If his offense performs on that low of a level, he is going to get beat, and he can get beat bad. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it boils down to.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It would be interesting to look at. Now he did play number 1, so let's say this: what if he would have offensively matched up against? What about you?
Okay. I still would have beat him in a lot of those categories. I did better than 202.
So you're up 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2 in the offensive categories there. Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
So, yeah, his offense was that bad. That's what it boils down to.
Should he be worried, as that was his Achilles heel? Is he trending down?
Yes, he should be worried.
You
Because
should be worried. Bench champions, you should be worried. Interesting.
yeah, because that is supposedly your strength, and now we're seeing a trend. This isn't just 1 week where he's had a bad offensive week, because the week before he was in that he had he was, I want to say, like in the 240s to 250s batting average range,
Okay.
and
He has lost 2 out of his last 3, but I
Yeah.
mean, he did have a big win, but he did play All Rise last week. And this is where I'm going to go back to. This is where I think the schedule matters. That's all I'm going to say. This is where I think schedule relevance matters.
but on the flip side, let's talk positive. I mean, Zips had a really good week. I mean, he wouldn't have beat everybody 15-2, but he would have beat anybody because he had the number 1 Roto week, correct?
Overall, yes. Against Cobra Kai, it would have been interesting to see how their offensive stats would have matched up because it's 1 versus 2.
But again, his pitching was so good.
He
would've
had
beat
the best,
Cobra Kai.
number 1 pitching staff.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I mean, he still would have. I mean, like maybe Cobra Kai, maybe like 10-6 or something.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But
Could
he
be.
still would have won. So it was a big win out of Zips, and he got back into relevance in the standings.
Yes. And that's kind of foreshadowing the next matchup.
The next matchup, Cobra Kai with the 11-5 win over 66-44.
Number 2 versus number 7.
Yes. Is there anything special about this? I don't know. I feel like 66-44's offense wasn't that bad. What do you have them as? Is that middle of the road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth.
So it's fifth best off, and the pitching wasn't that bad either. So overall, it's probably like fourth best or something, huh?
66-44?
Yeah.
Number 7. I said that. Number 7.
Number
Yes.
7?
Yes.
Okay.
The pitching was towards the bottom half.
It's because he had so few strikeouts, so few innings.
He was the worst strikeouts, yes.
He only had 49 innings, that's why. 49 innings, wow. It's really low.
That's what he's going for.
Yeah.
I looked at, since you have it up,
Yeah.
So here's my gripe, okay? I know you lost 11-5 and we're talking about A category, but this is the kind of stuff, like you said, 49 innings, and I know ERA was kind of close and WHIP was close. You lost quality starts by 1.
Mm-hmm.
You lost holds by 1. Checked his roster for the week. No holds guy the entire week.
No, he never does usually.
So why are you giving category? You're just giving points away.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to do it. That's the reason. It's very Ben's Champions-esque. This is the strategy that they're using. They would rather use the roster room on somebody else.
But they're not going to play.
I guess not. I don't understand. I mean, it's weird though that you have that few innings because 66-44 doesn't have like 8 offensive bench guys, does he?
Because a lot of guys DL.
That's what's going on. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because he only has 6. He's going with a 6-man staff.
Yeah.
That snaps a 3-game winning streak for 66-44, by the way.
Yeah.
And Cobra Kai is now on a 2-game winning streak.
Okay. All right then. So those were the matchups.
Any surprises that stood out as
Well,
far as the matchup results?
Just Zips beating down Ben's Champions.
beaten down, yeah.
And
how much
basically-
that reflected in the standings.
Yeah, I mean that's the big news
That was a
because
big
Zips jumped all the way up to a game out of the playoffs now because
Correct.
Zips was really far down.
Correct.
And on the flip side, Ben's Champions now is just a game into the playoffs.
Right.
So I mean that's the biggest mover there. All Rise is just he's continuing. I mean
He's fading.
Yeah, because at this point now he's 12 and a half out of a playoff spot.
He's lost 4 in a row,
Yeah.
which is not good.
No. All right. Well, then I guess do we have a hot topic? Maybe we don't.
Well, it was supposed to be the Roto
Oh,
stats.
so we'll just wait until next
We
week.
can wait till next week for
We'll
that.
wait until next week. How about transactions, trades?
I was going to look at the record book, but
Oh, record books. Okay, go ahead. I don't think there was anything this week. It was a very ho hum week.
very ho-hum. I see nothing offensively.
No.
Pitching's the one you always got to check because of the new stat categories. Not looking good. No records.
No.
So I guess it's just a matter of trades, and I don't think there were any.
Cobra Kai with the big pickup of Ronald Acuna this morning.
Yes, he already has him on his roster.
Yeah.
We did talk about the Acuna trade last time, correct? Acuna and Upton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess that's it. I guess this is going to be a short video.
It really is. So what we'll do is
Anything
that,
transaction-wise you thought you saw that...
See, we're so deep into this week. It's hard to get back to last week.
Gotcha.
That's the problem.
Gotcha.
There's some things this week I'd talk about, but probably should wait on that for. Okay.
As far as guys that were added and dropped?
Right,
or...
right.
Interesting.
You know, I hate doing this, but
You don't. You don't. He really does.
the 5 Swords picking up, Kang.
Kang.
Why? What's that going to do for you? You know what I mean? There's so many things wrong with that. Because even if he can make it back to the bigs, is he really going to be an impact player that you would want for a long time? Like, I don't know. It's frustrating.
Well, I think he was looking at it possibly from the shortstop perspective. He's kind of hurting at shortstop now with the Simmons injury and the fact he traded Story.
But if you know the Pirates roster makeup, he's not playing until they trade somebody.
Right. True.
He's not. I mean, Mercer's too good of a shortstop. He's not playing ahead of him.
How about Ben's champions cutting Felix Hernandez?
Well, he's been on 4 different teams this year, so that doesn't surprise me.
I don't really see anything that stands out. Hector Rondon for Cobra Kai could be a big pickup if he holds on to the closer's job.
First of all, he doesn't have the closer's job. He keeps saying that. The way the Astros run their bullpen is just crazy. That's all. Because Giles just got the save yesterday.
Okay.
Or 2 days ago.
So you're sticking with him?
He hasn't blown a save yet. Dude, that's what's funny. He literally is 11 of 11 in save opportunities this year. See, you wouldn't even know that because you remember him, punching himself in the face. Well, that was a tie game that he came into. Okay. So he hasn't blown a save all year. So it's funny that it's even an issue, but whatever. The Astros can do what they want.
I guess when you're in first place, yes. I mean, it's...
Here's the interesting thing about the Astros. You know how they got off to that really great start?
They've been very mediocre.
They've been very mediocre, but do you know why? They had a really tough schedule because they played the Yankees, the Red Sox, Seattle. They played all these teams that are really good, and then they came back to earth a little bit. Now, I was watching an Astro game last night, and they showed their schedule. They have 2 home and homes against Kansas City and Tampa Bay. And one other bad team that escapes me right now in that month. So they're going to go on a run. They're just going to kill these teams. Like they're going to have like a 25-5 week month you watch. So a lot of it has to do with schedule. So it actually pull it back in. It's just the way it is with us. It's when you play them and who you're playing.
That's true. I don't dispute that. Anything farm-wise, pickups, drops, names?
No. I'm surprised that no one can keep Soler on their team. Don't you think he's good enough to be owned by somebody? Because I know this is we talked about this because there was some talk in our text thread that we should talk about players that should be owned. And we were like, well, why should we make other teams better? I mean, but still, that's a guy who he's good enough to be on someone's team.
He's nicked up. That's why. He was nicked up. That's why he got dropped. He was playing. I'll be honest with you. The guy that still drives me wild is number 1 on the list.
Yeah, that's true.
Projected out for the whole season now. So double everything.
Yeah.
82 runs, 90 singles, 28 doubles, 24 homers, 60 RBIs, hitting 270 with a 384 on base percentage. That guy to be starting on someone's team.
Yeah, you're gonna say who he is because you have never.
He's number 1 on the free agent market. He's number 1 on the free agent market. That's all you got to know. And he's been there all year. So no, I'm not going to say his name.
Well, and the team's actually their offense is going to get better here in the next week or two.
Because
of who's coming back.
We'll see.
What? What do you mean we'll see? Get out of here with that. Get out of here. All right. So anyway, what we'll do is that we will get prepared for power rankings.
Short video this week.
And then we'll actually go into the next week's matchups after the power rankings. We can do that. Okay, now it's time for the power rankings. What are you pointing at him for? Who cares? Living in the past.
Really? That's funny because I went to Canada, interestingly enough, and they do have a couple sports stores there at Niagara Falls. Can you name me the top 3 jerseys that I saw in Canada for sale? NBA.
Well, I assume where you're going, Jordan's still there, right?
Well, I'm just asking, can you name me the 3? You should know all 3.
I should?
Yep.
I would say Jordan.
Yes, believe it or not, there were tons of Michael Jordan jerseys for sale.
LeBron?
Number 2?
Curry?
Yes.
All right.
Those were the top 3.
Those were the top 3. Yeah.
And he's smiling because he's like, oh yeah, Steph Curry and LeBron James. No. Guy who hasn't played basketball in how many years and they're still selling his jerseys. Will they be doing that for LeBron 15 years from now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because everybody is.
Oh, that's right. He'll still be playing.
No. Everybody's recency bias. So that like today's youth, that's their Michael Jordan. It's
We'll
not
see.
different. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but we'll see.
That's so. Yeah. All right. Anyway.
My generation will still be the CEOs.
Yeah. Number 6 for the power rankings.
Cobra. No.
No Cobra Kai.
No.
I struggle. I do not have Cobra Kai in mine either. I couldn't figure out who I'd take out to put him in. So
Well, I mean, he has won 2 games in a row.
He
But
has.
they're against 5 swords
yeah,
and the most inconsistent team in the league, 66-44.
yeah. So I couldn't put him in.
Okay. So our true number 6, mine is Zips.
Oh my gosh! You put Zips up there just because of one win.
Yes.
Well, I do not have Zips in mine. Go ahead. Defend it.
Trending up. I think this is about
Yeah,
the
he's
time that
definitely
Zips
trending
makes
up.
his move.
Okay.
Just trending up, teetering on the playoffs. I know we'll catch a lot of flack for this, Cobra Kai. He's also has, as far as strength of schedule goes, he's still middle of the pack. So I think that's a reflection of where he is in the standings as well.
Okay.
Cobra Kai, no.
All right. My number 6 is 66-44.
Interesting, because I do not have him in my top 6. So explain yourself.
Well, he has the toughest schedule, and it's the same thing last week. I feel like he would have done better if he wasn't playing Cobra Kai.
He actually
That's
is the third
Mhm.
toughest strength of schedule
Yeah.
now. Third
So I
toughest.
still think he is legit enough to be in the playoffs.
Interesting.
So who is your number 5?
Brick and Water.
Oh, that's where I'm at too. He dropped for me.
Brick
He
and
went
Water,
way down.
he's in trouble.
Yep.
You know, like I said, keep playing the stocks, keep gambling on sports games, and we won't have to put this up anymore.
That is true. If he's too busy with other things, life's getting in the way. Ben's Champions is dropping. That's kind of what it boils down to.
Yes. My number 4,
Number 4.
and I'm torn because
That's my number 4 as well. Team Joe Boo, and I hate putting Team Joe Boo in.
yes, and here's why. He does win,
Yeah.
but my issue is he has no quality wins. Okay.
Yeah.
So you name me a team that you think would be a quality win for Team Joe Bill. He's played everybody once.
Did he beat Alaska Glaciers?
In week 3.
That would be the top one that I could think of then probably.
Yes.
Um,
He beat Zips in week 2,
yeah.
but he is beating him again this week.
Yeah.
So, I mean, other than that, he loses to everybody else that's above him.
Right.
He pounds, which is what you're supposed to do.
That's what he's doing. He's getting big wins out of the lower.
That's what I'm doing too, though. So,
Yeah.
good strategy.
Good strategy.
Number 3.
My number 3 is Alaska Glacier.
Wow. Interesting. My number 3 is Bear Bashers. You do have a 6-game winning streak,
Mhm.
but again, using the Roto stats, you still have the second easiest schedule. So I'm torn on, is your team really this good? Because you're number 1 in the standings. So is your team really that good, or have you really just been this lucky so far?
Well, I haven't. I only have 2 losses. You know what I
Correct,
mean?
but if every time you play somebody, they have their worst statistical week,
It's not true. That's so not true. That's what I'm saying. What you need to do is look at it next week,
Okay.
and then you'll see.
What will I see?
You'll see the actual, like the rotos of
Correct,
each individual team.
and we've already kind of dipped into this. Even if you're middle of the pack, 4 or 5,
Yeah,
every
I
time
would
you
say
play
that.
somebody, they are 8, 9, or 10. That's luck.
Yeah, but
That's not you because you can't do anything to affect them.
right, but I run my team depending on what's happening. So if a team does suck, it changes my roto stats. I don't understand why you don't get that.
Okay, no, I'm glad you brought that up. So last week you had 1 stolen base.
Yeah, because I packed it in halfway through, dude. I was like, I'm not winning stolen bases, so screw
You
it.
tied 1-1.
Oh, I'm getting weeks confused. I'm talking with him.
Go ahead,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Let's hear it now.
No.
You tied
That's different.
1-1.
Okay, tied 1-1.
But you just said you packed it in though.
Well, I thought we were. That's because I thought I was talking about this week with you. Because you had a big lead in stolen bases, so I'm like, well, I'm not even going to play my stolen base guys.
Oh, so you gave away your strategy.
I did. See, you kind of be into that. But anyway,
But as I was saying, he still had 1 stolen base last week, tied the category, but doesn't have a response for why he didn't win the category.
because
When
I
he can
suck at
set-
stolen bases. That's what it is. There's certain categories that I'm not good in. You'll see that.
Okay,
I'm
so
like 9 or 10 in stolen bases.
So why do you have Billy Hamilton?
What should I do? Just drop him?
Yeah.
Is that what I should do?
Yeah.
Well,
We can't trade him because nobody's going to want him unless Ben's Champions wants him back.
I'm not going to drop him because I'm hoping that he turns it around.
Okay.
That's all you can say.
Excellent. Number 2?
Number 2 is Team B.
A lot of people are going to hate that. I can't put any consecutive wins together. I'm kind of like 66-44. The only difference is when I win, I don't beat someone 9-8. I beat them 14-2 or something like that. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'd say I'm more comparable to a Team Joe Bill.
Right.
But I do have credible wins.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only reason why I don't have you number 1 is because I just see a lot of inconsistency there.
Well, that's what I said.
Right.
No, I'm saying some people would probably argue, why am I as high as number 2 in the
Oh,
rankings?
no. I don't. That's the only reason why you're not number 1 for me is because I feel like.
No, they're saying, why am I so high at number 2?
Well, you
lower.
definitely should be up there. I don't think there's any question about that.
Definitely.
But if you were more consistent, I would have you number 1.
I can't do it. Between my pitching, it's literally a pitcher gets hurt every week, or one of my stars hits like 140.
Yeah.
I can't fix it.
Well, my number 1 is me.
Selfish.
Doesn't
For
matter.
selfish reasons.
Hey, here we are.
Explain yourself.
We're 10 weeks into the season and I'm 8-2. The end. I don't know why there's any more discussion to have. If you want to sit there and say that I'm the luckiest person because I'm just playing everybody that's so awful, go for it.
No, you're not playing everyone that's so awful.
'Cause that's
you have to
not
play
true.
everybody. You're playing everyone and they perform awful. Which is luck.
Well, you've already said that I'm second best guess. So there is someone who's played
Team Joe Boo still.
Team
You and
Joe
Team
Boo's-
Joe Boo are
right.
fighting back and forth between the easiest schedule. My number 1
Alaska Glaciers.
is Alaska Glaciers. It has nothing to do with the fact that they beat me last week because roto-wise I should have won.
Right.
This is more of a predictive ranking for me. I see things on Alaska Glaciers potentially going to happen. I know I shouldn't do a predictive futuristic ranking.
Yeah.
I think he is going to start to escalate to the top, elevate to the top. But again, that's going to be hindered on kind of the same thing as Team Joe Bill. How active are you going to be to do it? I think he has the potential to run away with it.
Let me see. here.
Potential.
No, not enough time.
What do you mean not enough time?
Not enough time.
With 10 weeks.
But you're 10 and a half out now. I don't think there's enough time for him to disappear and hide. Because in order for that to be, I would say you'd have to be like 15
Okay, well
games
that's
out.
great because that leads me into the next thing I was going to say. I think there's going to be a separation coming. I don't know who's going to jump in, but I think there's going to be a separation with 3 teams. I don't know who the third team's going to be. I'm predicting that you, myself, and one of either Alaska Glaciers. See, Alaska Glaciers is my front runner. Between that grouping right there. Between Cobra Kai, Alaska Glaciers, and Ben's Champions, and Team Joe Bill, I think Alaska Glaciers is going to jump in the ring with us. And I think that's going to be a 3-team runway. That's my prediction for the second half.
So you're basically predicting that Team Joe Boo is going to fade.
Yes.
And Cobra Kai as well.
Yes.
Because that's what would basically need to happen.
Yes.
I think Ben's going to stay where he's at.
Interesting.
Because he's got to, I don't see what he's going to have to address something. He's not addressing anything.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not going to,
It's just been such a weird season of inconsistencies. Except for yourself, of course.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He's so consistent.
I'm consistently being in the middle of the pack. And that's what nobody else is doing. And that's what you're not. I know it's easy for you to say, well, if you're just in the middle of the pack, shouldn't you be in the middle of the pack of the standings?
No.
Well, no, because what's happening is that I don't have a week where I'm 8 or 9 or 10. And that's. Okay, I did one because Ben's Champions, that 1 week that I lost.
Right.
But overall, that's better than everybody else, and that's why I'm at the top of the standings. Do you get it?
No.
What do you mean? You really don't understand that? Yes, you do. Yeah, that's the reason. Because, yeah, is there many weeks where I'm the best roto team, no. But I've had a couple of weeks where I'm 2 and 3.
Correct.
I have.
I agree. Statistically.
Right. But there hasn't been a lot of weeks where I'm 8 and 9, and that's where you get
right. But there's a
beat
lot
on.
of weeks where you're playing 8 or 9, and that's why your scores are 12-5, 14-4,
But the actual
11-5.
team is consistently not horrible, and that's what you need to do to not get blown out, and that's how you're at the top of the standings. And as far as projective things, like you say, I feel like my team has not hit its stride yet. Like, there's a lot of things that are going to be better this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're predicting they're going to run a lot.
I've got a couple of offensive guys who are coming, and it's when they do.
Coming? What do you mean? Are you talking about your minor league guys now?
No. Turner's he hit a home run last night. He's looking a lot better.
He better slow down. He's going to use all 10 up before the All-Star break.
What you're laughing at? You're crazy. And when Andrews comes back, forget it. I have a really good offense.
I think what's interesting looking at your schedule is you get Jobu twice.
I play you 3 times.
The rest of the way. I'm saying from this point on.
Yeah.
You get Jobu twice, and that's it, basically. Because you're playing bench champions now. So those are your 2 more repeaters.
Bench champions next week.
Yes, next week.
Yeah,
next week. But I don't see it. I think you have a... Wait a minute. That's Tom's schedule. Maybe that's what the issue is. Let's look at your schedule.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you weren't even looking at mine.
No. So you get me again. You get 5 swords again. You get 66-44 again. I mean, yeah. I could, man. You might have me convinced. I could see it. You have a very soft schedule coming up.
Nobody's good. What are you talking about? A very soft schedule coming up. Everybody plays the same schedule. We're halfway through the season. What are you talking about?
We don't play. Everybody doesn't play the same schedule.
There's a couple of guys you play 3 times. That's it.
There's 3 guys. Not a
Yeah.
couple.
Yeah, you're one of those guys.
I know.
So if you're supposedly the best, and I'm still, I think you're just Mike Trout personified. 23 home runs, BS. If Mike,
we're playing each other this week, aren't we?
Yes.
I don't even pay attention to who I'm even playing.
Oh my gosh, you are so full of crap right now. You're like the anti-Benz champions. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
.96 WHIP, 2.11 ERA. Wow. Should be interesting. And you're throwing 3 guys today. There goes those stats.
Anyway, let's look at the matchups for this upcoming week.
The one that we're currently in.
Yes. Cobra Kai and All Rise.
I mean, All Rise needs to start doing something or it's all over.
You're so proud of your pun on words. It's funny. Yes, I believe that, oh my, we can give an update since we're in the middle of the week. Cobra Kai has a 195 batting average for the first 3 days. That's how All Rise can stay in a matchup right there.
But it's still a close game. It's still a close matchup. Like All Rise needs to.
Cobra Kai's ERA is 5.70. All Rise is 1.53.
Yeah, but what are the innings?
30-17.
So he's still got to go. He's still got to catch up.
I guess.
And you just said his pitching staff is awful.
It is, but that's man.
It is. I agree.
Cobra Kai have
But
a really bad
look
week.
at his whip. Look at his ERA. His whip is almost the same as his ERA. All Rise.
Yeah, that is very freaky. That must be some reliever stuff too.
Okay. Next matchup.
66-44 over 5 swords. I think this is a big matchup for 66-44.
Yeah. To get. I mean, look at it. No offense. When you're playing 5 swords, if you don't blow him out, you're missing a golden opportunity to move up in the standings.
Man, he's hot. Look at that. 339,
This week,
10 homers,
but this
20
week-
RBIs. That's 3 days. 3 days, he is 339, 10 homers, 20 RBIs. That's crazy good. So, yeah, 66-44, really hot out of the gate. Zips and Team Jobu. Team Jobu can see.
Zip's not doing anything.
Yeah. See, but this is. Well,
And
Team
pitching.
Jobu's having a really good pitching week, though, too. Look at that. 0.67 whip. That's 27 innings.
Record could be a record breaker.
Could be.
But he's
could
only
be.
got 27 innings.
Yeah, we'll see if he starts.
Interesting how Team Joe Boo's kind of shifted his strategy, and I wonder if that has anything to do with the transactions. But I mean, he's kind of really slowed down with the amount of pickups and ads that he's been doing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he has. And then, let's see, Ben's Champions and Alaska Glaciers. Let's see if Ben's Champions offense is. Nope. My goodness. Look at these two guys, 213 and 233 through the first 3 days. So, but see, and that's my point though to you, because you keep dogging me because I'm playing guys who are bad. My team usually doesn't do that. I might have a day where I did that with you, remember? Where I was like 3 or 4 hits, and then what I do the next day? 13, 14 hits, boom. So, overall in a week, doing pretty good. That's usually what happens.
And then the marquee matchup of the week is number 1 versus number 2 in the standings.
Number 1, number 2. Team V with the 10-8 win over Bear Bashers.
No, not a win.
Well, winning. But let's face it, it's all freaking Mike Trout. I mean, what does he have? Like 5 home runs this week?
4.
4? Yeah. It's very Mike Trout driven.
Okay. It should be.
No, I'm not. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts. We'll see if you can rebound from that terrible Clay Buchholz start.
I have a 2.96 ERA. I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, you've only thrown 24 innings, so that.
Correct.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody going today.
Yeah, but you do have 2 guys going on Friday, so.
Yes. No, I think today is big in our matchup pitching wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you
you're-
picked up some Sundays. I don't really have anything going on Sunday, so that's why I got to pitch all 3 guys today.
I only picked up Sabathia.
Yeah, but you have another guy pitching. I don't.
Well, I hope so.
What do you mean you hope so?
It should be.
Well, this is
Gotta
the way
hit.
my starters work. I don't have another starter on Sunday. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 2 guys going on
I
Sunday.
didn't, and for inside information, I did not pick up Sabathia because he was pitching on Sunday.
Oh.
I just picked him up.
Okay.
Because he would be better than Buchholz.
Well, yeah. So.
I just picked up guys, so I was surprised you didn't do anything about your lineup today, to be honest, being Thursday.
I've got too many good pitchers I don't want to get rid of.
Interesting.
That's
So
basically
you're
what it boils
going
down to.
with 8 hitters, potentially 7 if Posey doesn't play.
Yeah, Posey probably won't play.
And I'm going with a full lineup. No offense, this is my day.
Mhm.
And I've got bench guys to put in case some of these guys sit.
Well, I've been, this is part of what I do is looking at teams
Okay.
all the time. We make these videos, and how many weeks have you hit 300? Not many. So I'm anticipating that
Regression. He's saying I'm going to
You're
regress.
going, I'm
This is a
anticipating
different
that you're
lineup,
going to
though,
have-
buddy. This is a different lineup.
Well, yeah, Mike Trout's hitting now, and before he wasn't. I mean, there's nothing different about it.
Speaking of, I got to make some changes here.
All right. Well, while he makes the changes, I'm going to wrap up this video. Sound like a plan? I'm sorry,
Ender
it's too busy.
Inciarte has been inserted into the lineup against Tyson Ross.
All right. All right. Well, we will see you next week.
Still the best.
I guess.
Never got swept in the finals. Never.
Yeah. Well, always. Oh, what's
Never.
his field goal percentage?
Never.
What's his field goal percentage in the playoffs? Why don't you look that up? Bring that next time. Yeah, because it's pretty much garbage compared to everybody else's. Just remember that.
Field goal percentage in the
Yeah.
playoffs.